my channel. I'm super excited to be reacting to EVNNE. I'm sorry if I'm not saying that correctly. I keep trying to like listen to them say it, and when you read it in Korean, like it doesn't look like how it's supposed to sound. So I'm not quite sure in English how to pronounce it. So someone who is very familiar with the group, let me know. Now I do know quite a few of the members. I did watch Boys Planet, everything of Boys Planet. So I think I know most of the members of the group. I know this is like a project group. So I'm curious, for those of you who know, for all the Mnet shows, usually, especially for the boy groups, there usually is like the contestants who like almost make it. There's usually like a secondary group. Like for example, like during Produce 101 season 2, there was JBJ, right? Just Be Joyful, and they were out for, you know, a specific amount of time, just like 101 was, and were quite successful when they did that. So I don't know if this is gonna be like that. Is it a semi-permanent group like that, or are they more permanent? But I didn't actually have a chance to listen to their debut song. I wanted to listen to it, but then I remember I just kept, because I wanted to do a reaction for it, and then I just kept getting spoilers, and then at the end it just ended up not, it didn't really cross, I kind of got lost in all of the craziness of my life, and so I kind of forgot about it, unfortunately. So I apologize for that, but life happens and you can't do much about it, right? So I am really looking forward to hearing from them and seeing what they have going on. I think some of the members, let me just pull up the profile here. I think I knew Keita and Park Hanbin were in here, which they were two of my favorites the entire Boys Planet. I really liked them. Who else is in here? Lee Jonghyun, Sungyeon, Ji Yoonso. Okay. Yeah, I'm looking forward to. And if I remember, is Keita the leader? Yeah. And I remember Jonghyun being kind of like I was really interested, like he was did quite well. I remember being quite pleasantly surprised by him throughout. I'd have to go back and like I said, it's been a while, so I'd have to go back and take a look at all of them. But yeah, several of those members were some of my favorites. So especially, like I said, Keita and Hanbin, and then like I said, Jonghyun really came out as like a surprise one for me. So I'm really actually looking forward to doing this, and I can't wait to see what they have coming. I hope it's amazing. So let's go ahead and get started. This is EVNNE Ugly. It looks intriguing. Watch this. I remember them being really amazing dancers. Okay. Interesting. It's interesting to start with rap. It's not something you hear from a lot of groups, but they have a lot of competent rappers, so it's also not surprising. Oh, I recognize him, but his hair is way different. Oh yeah! That's Yoonso, right? He was a really good vocalist. I wasn't ready for it to be Slay, but I like it, the la 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 part. Oh yeah, now that I see them, I'm like, I totally remember all of you guys. I'm really digging the choreo. I feel like they have a really good balance between rap and singing, actually. Ooh, this little... I like how there's so little instrumental here. It's a good change. Oh, I've actually really missed his voice. Oh. Okay, guys. Good job. I know I kind of laughed at this late, but I actually I find it quite entertaining and like it. Ooh, get it. Is it already bridge time? No. This song is going so fast. Ooh, that's pretty. Okay, so this is the bridge. I love how interesting the music is. Ah, those vocals I've missed. I want to see this live so bad. Gonna have to look it up for sure. Also, contacts, good choice. Those blue contacts, ugh. Even that day. That was so short. Okay, like that 3 minutes and 21 seconds flew by. It freaking flew by. Okay, guys, like, yeah. Once everyone, like, came on the screen, I was like, I know who all of you are. I remember all of you. That was, like, the main singer was Sungyoon. Is that right? I might be saying his name incorrectly. Let me look. Songin. I remember him. I remember him killing it on, what song was it? Any song. All of the songs. I remember him killing it. I just remember him being like a vocal premise in my ear. Yeah. I recognized all of them. That was so good, guys. I'm kicking myself that I didn't pay attention. It was on my radar and then I got busy and I forgot about it and I'm sorry. I really am. Actually, I'm going to be honest here, and this is just like this is just me, okay, right? It's just my opinion. Boys Planet for me had some of the most well-rounded individuals that I have seen. In the case that I felt like they had really good rappers who could also dance and sing. And the same goes for their singers. Their singers were also really good dancers. So I felt like, in my opinion, anyone who would have got into the group would have been great, right? So I felt like anyone would have been a match. So obviously, like, who is, you know, came out of that for Zero Base One, they're great, right? I love them. You've seen me react to them, but any one of these boys, I feel like could have been just as easily in that group, really, really easily. And that's just like, I feel like the talent level is going up so much in K-pop. The fact that people are training for longer periods of time, they're taking it really seriously, and you don't just have to be just have one thing. You have to have many things. You have to be a triple threat, or at least a double threat, right? You have to have those aspects and those qualities about you that are gonna make a star, right? So it doesn't just, you know, in the past there used to be a lot of criticism for like a visual, like you just were a pretty face, but like you didn't really have any other talents. And I would say, like, in the past, especially, I would say second generation gets really dinged for this a lot, and even into third generation of K-pop. But I feel like now that we've kind of entered this fifth generation. I think we're calling it the fifth generation. I don't really know sometimes where the generations end and begin. I feel like first, second, and third were pretty clear, but fourth and fifth are kind of up in the air, right? But because of that, right, you're getting so much more talent that it's becoming more and more difficult for groups to stand out, right? So anyone, and I love all the Zero Base One members, right? But I feel like any one of these boys in Vine could have been in Zero Base One. Like, I just feel like it was a matter, and the voting system was interesting in Boys Planet. I don't know how I don't know what's best, and I'm really just happy that they debuted, and they had another chance, especially like for someone like Keita, who was in Cypher. I don't know if Cypher is still going to happen or like what's happening on that end, but it's just really good to see them come together. I don't know if like Cypher is still going to be a thing, so it's good to give them like another chance as well, and I hope it is. And like, I know like Park Hanbin, I know he was like, wasn't he like 11th? So like, it was definitely something like he could have been like one of the members for sure. So I'm just happy to see them doing well, and like, I'm happy to see them get the chance to debut, and I hope that it does them well. It looks like they have a lot of subscribers on YouTube, so I hope all 600,000 of you are watching this song and you get into it. And it was a bop. I tell you, that 3 minutes and 21 seconds went by so quickly. I couldn't believe it. And I know I made fun of the sleigh part, but it was just because I was taken back that it was saying sleigh, right? But the music itself was so interesting, and I really liked that. I actually loved the play between rap and vocals, and you guys know I'm not a huge rap fan. Like, no way whatsoever am I a rap fan, but I know like they have some really strong rappers, and so that is interesting to me of how much they played into that. So they have like for me, a good balance of rappers and vocalists, and they're all really strong dancers, and I think that is what makes a good group. Like, when you have those and you bring them together, you're gonna get something amazing. And so I noticed the choreo too, and I thought it was interesting. I was looking forward to seeing more of it. I'm curious about the concept of the reason that they did it kind of the way they did. It kind of almost feels at the beginning like kind of like a schoolboy feel, and then it kind of goes into like this almost futuristic kind of set, and it kind of reminded me of some of the older sets they use for like second gen, or like the box, if you've kind of seen a lot of K-pop videos where they like shot in a box. So I was kind of interested what they were doing, like going for in the MV here, of why they did it the way they did that. And I'm not gonna lie, I didn't completely kind of pay attention to the lyrics because there was so much going on all at once. And like I said, it sped through. Oh my gosh. Guys, tell me, what is your favorite thing about this song? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Who's your favorite member? Did you even watch Boys Planet? Does that mean anything to you? Do you... Sorry for my little rant, but that's just the way it is. I get off track sometimes, but I felt like it was important to talk about these guys because they're so talented. And yeah. Yep. It's time to go back and listen to everything they've ever made. So also tell me if they're a project group, because I need to know. I mean, it says they're a project group, but are they like a semi-permanent project group? Are they going to be like Zero Base One, or like JBJ was in the past? And what's going to happen with them? Because I actually think they really fit well together, and I'd love to see them stay together. But again, that is the life of these groups. So I hope that they get the love and attention that they deserve, and they can go from there. So tell me all your thoughts down below, and I can't wait to hear more from you, and we'll see you next time. Thanks, guys. Bye.